This is Joe McElveen with MSMCKnights.com here with head softball coach Jessica Mushel. Thank you for your time, Coach.
You're very welcome.
So last season was your first as head coach. It was a tremendous success with your team having a 20-14 overall record and tying for first in the conference with a 10-4 record. Mm-hmm. Tell us about your first year as head coach and tell us what it's done for you moving forward.
It was a wonderful experience, my first season. I was very fortunate. I had a wonderful group of girls as well as a very helpful coaching staff. Samantha Howe, who is my assistant coach, and she's back this season. As for moving forward, we learned a lot, not only about coaching at this level, but also about the dynamics of the team. So that's a wonderful thing because now as we move forward, the girls know us because we have the majority of our team returning from last season. They know us, we know them, so now we're meshing a little bit better as a collective whole. So I think that's a great thing. I think that's only going to help us move forward.
As you mentioned with girls returning to your team, last season you led the conference with 6 All-Skyline performers, 5 of which are returning to this team.
Yes.
What does it mean to have that kind of talent and leadership returning?
We most certainly miss Ashley Peel, who was a senior who graduated last year. But this year we have Shannon Sommer, who's returning, Victoria Goldbach, Sabrina Gordek, Stephanie Karcher, and Danielle Soto. We're very lucky to have them, as all of them were starters for us last year. But I must say, we're as happy we are to have them back. We have a lot of girls that are returning to this roster that did a lot of the unsung things last season that helped us be so successful. Mm-hmm. So I know that the 5 all-conference players would agree with me that they were as successful because of their teammates. So I think that's a great, wonderful thing that we have going forward.
I'm excited to be a captain this year. I feel that we have a lot of young talent on this team, and we could do a lot of good things this season. As captain, I am embracing my role by passing my knowledge and experiences to the underclassmen, which will hopefully help them be successful this season and seasons to come.
Now, mixing in with the girls coming back, you have 8 newcomers, including 7 freshmen. Mm-hmm. Who out of that group do you see having an immediate impact for this team?
I do want to say I think you will see an immediate impact from all 8 of those new members of our team. They're all very skilled and talented players. As for immediate impacts, I most certainly think you'll see an impact from Chelsea Dexter, who is a junior transfer. You'll see an impact from her with her bat, most certainly, as well as Cindy Connolly, who is a local pitcher from Valley Central, and she'll be in the circle getting her innings, and she'll most certainly make an impact.
Now, your last year's record, you dominated at home with a 10-2 record, but struggled a little bit on the road with a 6-7 record. Do you attribute that to a young, inexperienced team? And what will your team have to do differently this year to fix your road woes?
I don't attribute it to a young and inexperienced team. I think I contributed to a lot of firsts. It was my first season, it was their first season with me, and they were dominating the conference for a while there. So I think all of that, I don't want to say pressure, but all of that spotlight was kind of like, wow, we're really doing this. We're really going to the Skyline Conference.
So kind of like a target on your back.
Exactly. We kind of did have a target there for a while. And I think just moving forward, we just have to maintain the confidence that we have at home, on campus, on our field, and then take that away. And I think this season they're more comfortable with one another, like I said, as well as the coaching staff, and I think we're going to be able to maintain that confidence as we travel. So I'm not worried about it this year.
And finally, what are your expectations for this year, and what goals have you set for your team?
Our goal is to be fighting for that Skyline Conference championship come April 25th. So that is definitely a goal, and that's up there.
My expectations this season are just like any other season. Maintain team chemistry and that positive body language. Have a winning season, obviously fight for that Skyline title.
But other goals that we have as a team is just to maintain a good GPA, good team GPA, as well as a good chemistry among all the girls, as well as the coaching staff. So if all 3 of those things work together, I think we'll have a very successful 2015 season.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome.